everybody, my name is Gene and I'm a graphic designer and an illustrator. I've been working in the industry for about the last 15 years. And today we're going to start off with an elementary lesson on a still life landscape. So I'm going to show you how to, just quickly draw a still life landscape. Let's just jump right into this lesson. The great thing about still life landscape drawing and painting is that you can sit there all day and you have hours and hours and hours to get it right. If you don't like your first draft, you can tear up the paper, set it aside, and start again, and you never have to worry about your subject moving, unless you're painting some deer, and then it's not really a landscape, then you're painting animals. Okay, so we're going to start off, and make sure that when you start painting a landscape, you just look, maybe even do one of these like you've seen directors do, like they're just trying to set the frame and figure out what everything's going to look like, and look at the landscape kind of like this, and picture the sides of your hands as the ends of the paper. So everywhere you see hand, you can't draw because all the paper takes place in this area here. So figure out exactly where you want the boundaries of your paper to be, of your page, and then from there, you're going to look for the biggest, largest, simple shapes. So I just happen to be sitting here at Yosemite National Park at the Upper Falls. So I'm going to be starting off, and the falls basically come straight down. So we're just going to draw a quick little sketch line, and you may not be able to see this immediately, but we're going to fill it in a second. The falls come down in almost like a triangular sort of shape. And then there's a little hill right in here. And one of the cool things about these falls is that there are huge stone cliffs that they come out of. So if we were just to set the basic shapes and nothing else, if I was just to go with straight lines, we draw this across, and then we do one of these, and that's my starting point. So then, from there, I'm just going to take some pastels, and I'm going to dump into, I don't want to go too dark to start because this is pastels, so we're going to go into kind of like a yellow ochre looking color, which is probably not the right color for these stones now that I'm thinking about it. Okay, I'm just going to start out with a gray. So from here, I'm going to start just with my outline, just the lightest touch, because we're going to come back in later and fill in some of this. My cliff actually comes a little bit above that line that I drew, and that's the beauty of drawing everything in simple shapes, is that you can see the line with your eyes, but essentially the human brain is a pattern recognition filter. So that line is not really there. Then there are a couple of edges in the cliff side. Now again, we're going to get more detailed over time, but to start off, we just want to do the simplest shapes. And there's actually a little piece that comes in like this, okay? So we go down here, and this gets darker in here. And you start from the largest shapes, the largest objects, and you go down to the smallest shapes. And here, I actually did that in gray, but I'm going to underline it here in a little bit of green. There we go. And with pastels, you just want to give sort of a little hint, just lightly touching, a little hint of where the darker colors are going to be, where the lighter colors are going to be. And now you can see we're going to come in here with a darker green. It's a little brighter. And what we'll do later is we'll go in with our blending sticks, and we're going to blend this all together, but we just want to give sort of the indication of where all these colors are going to meet. And you can see even this follows some simple shapes. There's almost like a triangle pattern here. And don't worry about that line. We're going to blend that in later. Typically I wouldn't leave that line there, but I just wanted to show you kind of how everything worked out. And we're going to come back in with the gray, and just give me the indication of where all the largest shapes are, where the big rock formations go. And the same thing on the other side. This side just has a couple of large rock formations that come straight down more or less. So we're just going to do that. And later, over all these lines, we're going to come in and fill in with black. I'm going to go in now with a little bit of the light blue color, because since it's darker down toward the bottom, we have a little bit of that light blue color showing through the white in the water. And that's your basic technique right there. Now, you can obviously get out one of your blending stumps, and you can start to blend all of this in with your pastels, okay? And you can take and you can apply some more color here if you need it. So I'll just jump back into this lighter green, because we can see we're getting kind of lost up against that really bright, hyper-saturated green. So we're going to come in with a little bit more of that olive color and do one of these. And then when you're all blended in and you have all your background colors, Then you can start doing things like, you know, dropping, there's actually a tree right here. We can drop a trunk, okay? And we can start adding like the thicker details. This one comes up here, and that trunk is actually a little bit gray. But anyway, these are the basics. And to check out and see what I'm looking at, this is the Upper Falls at Yosemite. So that's all there is to it. Grab your sketch pad, grab a pencil, and just go around the neighborhood, take a quick drive somewhere, and you know, draw everything you can. Still life landscapes are real easy because the world is all around you. So find your favorite spot to curl up with a good book. Probably not like in a chair or something. I'm thinking more outside against a tree. You know, and just grab your sketchbook, grab that pencil, and just draw, draw, draw. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.